Okay, so the last property here from Laplace transform, Laplace of a periodic function. So even though if you don't know the meaning of a periodic function, it's not a problem, because in you don't have to check whether the function is a periodic or not. It is already given in the question that following function is a periodic and find its Laplace transform. So that will be a question. The given function is a periodic and find its Laplace. So the important part from that given function is you should know the value of capital T, that is the period of that function. So I will just inform you, many of you already know that periodic function is a function which have the repetitive nature after a certain interval. So after interval capital T, the function behaves exactly same like a previous interval. So that is a period, and that function is known as a periodic function. So if the function is a periodic with a period capital T, then its Laplace is given by the formula, this one, Laplace of f of t. This Laplace of f of t is 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus s into capital T, e raised to minus st. This capital T is a period. And now the limits of integral are 0 to capital T, and integrand is a definition of Laplace, that is e raised to minus st f of t dt. Okay, so the only this property is there for which you have to integrate. Integration is required. So in this question, yes, definitely we have to do the integration there. Let I show you the integration. Let I show you. Okay, let me do one example here. Then it becomes more clear. So I will show you the example. The question is on the screen, and you will find what is a important keyword which indicates we have to use the property of a periodic function, and that is here. A function is a periodic, that is already given. Whenever this word comes, a periodic function, a function is a periodic, then only you have to use the Laplace of periodic function property. Okay, and that property is, we already seen that property. The property says Laplace of f of t in a solution, it's a 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus s into capital T integral 0 to capital T e raised to minus st into f of t dt, into f of t dt. So this is the starting line for solution. Why we written this formula? Because this function is a periodic function, because of that this property is used. Now can you tell me what is the value of capital T here? What's the value of capital T in the example? I'm not getting any answer here. Yes?
So 2A.
2A, correct. So the period is given here, that is of 2A. So capital T is a 2A. Capital T is equal to 2A. So we can replace that value here. So I will write equal to 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus 2as. So value of capital T is replaced as a 2A there, into integral 0 to 2A, 0 to 2A e raised to minus st ft dt. So just we replaced the value of capital T, and that capital T is 2A there. Now obviously the value of f of t is not unique in the interval 0 to 2A. We can observe on the interval 0 to A the function is a different, and A to 2A it is a different. So we have to split up this integral. So if we want to split up this integral, so this outer part is as it is, 1 minus e raised to minus 2as, and let us split up the integral into two parts. First part is a 0 to a e raised to minus st. And what is the value of f of t here on this range? It's just e, and that e is a constant, plus a to 2a now.
Minus e.
Yes, minus e, correct. On a to 2a it is a minus e. Very good. And that about just we replace the value of f of t on in the corresponding interval. On 0 to a f of t is e, and a to 2a f of t is a minus e, where e is some constant there. Okay. So we can observe throughout that e can be taken common, and we can write it outside. So I'll write it E outside here, outside the integral. So E divided by 1 minus e raised to minus 2as. So E is taken outside, capital E. Now we are going to write the integration of e raised to minus st. Yes, that's a
minus s.
Upon minus s, correct. And limits are 0 to a. Now this minus sign is there, this minus e raised to minus st upon minus s, but limits are here a to 2a. That's one. Next step, just we have to put upper limit minus lower limit. That will be the answer. That will be a final answer, provided the question is not show that. But in this case, we have to prove something, because of that we have to simplify it. But here, let we put upper limit and lower limit. So if we put upper limit, it becomes e raised to minus as upon minus s. I will write it separate term. Now we'll put 0. If we put 0, this will be e raised to 0 is 1. Lower limit have the minus sign. It become 1 by s. This is upper and lower limit. Now here we put upper limit. So this minus minus is a plus. E raised to minus 2as upon s. Lower limit have the minus sign. So 3 minus sign. That's one. We can observe there is a common denominator, that is s. We can take it out. So we can write this as e upon s into 1 minus e raised to minus 2as. This is outside. This s is taken only common. And we're left with e raised to minus 2as minus 2 times e raised to minus as plus 1. Any doubt up to here, anyone? We can keep this as a final answer, provided the question is just find the Laplace of periodic function. This will be our answer. But right now in the question, we have one more part there, and this one. We have to prove this one. Our aim is to prove the Laplace of f of t is this much. So first question is there any doubt? If you don't have any doubt, can you tell me how to move from this step to the required answer?
So
Yes, tell Sanchit.
e to the power minus s plus 1 का whole square.
Very good.
और सर नीचे a square minus b square है, तो a plus b कट जाएंगे दोनों से.
Very good, very good, very good observation. Actually, you will observe next simplification is just this. This is nothing but it is e raised to minus as plus 1 bracket square, and this is we can split up as a square minus b square. So let I write that step. Let I write this step here. So I'll write it here. Numerate this e by s as it is. E by s as it is. Numerator become e raised to minus as plus 1 bracket square, and denominator will become 1 minus e raised to minus as, 1 minus e raised to minus as into 1 plus e raised to minus as. Okay, I don't know whether you are able to see it or not. So that about numerator and denominator. Out of this, one of the term gets cancelled, this term and that term. Next step is the answer. You can write it the next step directly, the answer also. E by s, that is 1 plus e raised to minus as upon 1 minus e raised to minus as. Is that I am written correctly or wrong? I think I am wrong.
Yes sir.
Minus.
Minus. So here is a minus, and that another term gets cancelled. So first thing, yes, this is a 1 minus e raised to minus as bracket square, you should write like that so that it will get cancelled. Okay, so I will rearrange it. You should write this as 1 minus e raised to minus as bracket square. Okay, this is 1 minus e raised to minus as bracket square, and now the term that gets cancelled is this one, this and that, and numerator left has a 1 minus e raised to minus as upon 1 plus e raised to minus as, which is a tan hyperbolic as by 2. Okay, so next step you can write the required answer. Those who have the problem in that definition, remember the tan hyperbolic theta is e raised to theta minus e raised to minus theta divided by e raised to theta plus e raised to minus theta. So that type of a definition is there for tan hyperbolic theta. So no need to go in the detail. You can directly write the required answer. Okay, any doubt here? Is there any doubt? What is the most important thing in a periodic function? Remember, the first, yes, obviously important is a formula. You should start with this formula of a periodic function. Once you start with the formula, write a value of capital T first, which is a 2a in this case. Then split up the integral if it is divided in different subintervals and integrate. So integration is the most important part. You should be able to integrate, then only you can solve or you can find the Laplace of a periodic function there. So if you've done this, tell me. I will move to the next property here, or next type mainly. Any doubt, anyone? Can we move to the next type? No answer at all. Okay, so I'll assume that all you finished then. Okay, type number 4 now. Type 4 is a Laplace transform by series method. So the prerequisite for this type is you should know these three Maclaurin series of exponential function, Maclaurin series of a sin x function, and Maclaurin series of cos x function. Another thing about the type 4, in last 4-5 years, not a single question asked in the type 4 on the type 4. So chances of coming the question on this type is very less. But you should know that if this question comes in exam, it will come it for 2 marks only, because they are very small questions. You get answer in 2 to 3 steps only. 2 to 3 steps only. Now, what is the type of a question then? The type of the question you will find on the screen again. The question is evaluate the Laplace transform sine of t square. Remember, if the question is find the Laplace of sine at or sine 2t, or if the question is find the Laplace of sine square at, we do it by table of standard results and the properties, these Laplaces. But this is a different function. It is not sine square t. It is a sine of t square. So this question is a sine of t square. So t square is its argument there. Okay. So this time we have to use a series then. So whenever there is a function of t raised to n you get in exponential sine or cosine, we have to use the series method there. So how to solve now? So it is very simple question. By series method, we can say first you can write a series of sine x as sine x is equal to x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 upon 5 factorial minus so on. So at least 3 non-zero terms you should write. This implies Laplace of sine of t square is now replace x by that t square. So that is a t square here minus t square raised to 3 upon 3 factorial plus t square raised to 5 upon 5 factorial, so on. Now the last step is left. Yes, can anyone tell me what is the Laplace of t square? Laplace of first term, t square there.
2 by s cube.
It's a 2 factorial divided by s cube, okay, or 2 by s cube, that is also correct. But we are not going to simplify it because there are infinitely many terms. So just we write 3 terms there. What about Laplace of second term? This is a t raised to,
So 6 factorial upon
correct, it's a 6 factorial
e power 7.
upon s raised to 7, and that 3 factorial will be as it is. Next term is 10 factorial upon that 5 factorial as it is, and s raised to 11 and minus so on. That is the answer. So final answer is here. You can highlight. This is the Laplace of the required function. That's all. The Laplace of sine of t square there. Any doubt? No doubt. So this question, if it comes in exam, the weightage will be 2 marks there. It's a 2 mark question only. Just use a series and take a Laplace. So can I show the next question here? Are you finished? Okay, next question again on a series method. You can do it also. You can start, or anyone, you can tell me which series we should write first here, which series we require.
The cos.
Cos x, correct. So first we should write cos x series, and at least 3 non-zero term we should write. Cos x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2 factorial. This is the 2 non-zero term, plus third x4 by 4 factorial, and minus so on. So that about cos x series. So this cos of root t, cos of root t will become 1 minus root t bracket square by 2 factorial plus root t bracket raised to 4 upon 4 factorial minus so on. So this is cos of root t. So this gives us a required function. We want actually cos of root t divided by root t is equal to. So we are dividing by root t, so it comes 1 by root t. This will come root t by 2 factorial. This comes root t bracket cube divided by 4 factorial minus 1. And the last step, then we should take Laplace on both sides. So Laplace of cos of root t upon root t will become a Laplace of, let I write it in the fraction because the powers are in fraction, so it is a t raised to minus half, the first term, plus t raised to half upon 2 factorial plus t raised to 3 by 2 upon 4 factorial minus so on. Last step is left. Yes, I want the Laplace of t raised to minus half. Yes, anyone? What is the Laplace of first term? Laplace of t raised to minus half. Quick. What is the Laplace of t raised to n? How much time all of you are taking? Huh?
Gamma of minus half divided by s to the power 1 by 2.
It is not gamma of minus half. It is n plus 1. Minus half plus 1. It is gamma half
root pi
upon s raised to 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
Okay, we are not going to simplify here because there are infinitely many terms. We'll keep as it is the answer. So next term, it is a gamma 3 by 2 upon 2 factorial into s raised to 3 by 2. I think I missed minus sign. The plus minus is there. So this is the minus sign actually. So no one is telling the corrections here. Huh? So, or you are feeling sleepy only. That's a minus sign there. Plus gamma 5 by 2 on 4 factorial s raised to 5 by 2 minus so on. And this is our final answer here. So this is the answer of Laplace of cos of root t upon root t here. That is the end of the question. No need of any simplification as there are infinitely many terms in this Laplace. So chances of coming this type of the example type 4 is a very less. Generally the questions are not coming in on it. Last 4-5 years not a single question asked on this type. So if you've done this, we'll move to the last type of a Laplace here, which is type number 5 then. Okay, done. Very good. So last type then, type number 5. This is one of the important type again, like a type 3. Type 3 and type 5. I will again tell you. This is a type 3 and 5 are the most important types. Type 3, that is Laplace transform by properties. We learned near about 8 properties in type 3. And type 5 is evaluate the integral with the help of Laplace transform. Another important thing, when the question comes evaluate the integral, do not try to evaluate that integral by a normal method. You have to use a Laplace transform to evaluate that integrals. And many times you are not able to evaluate that integral by normal method. Because of that, we are using Laplace. Another important thing, we can't evaluate all integrals by a Laplace. Only the integrals which are in the form of definition of Laplace. What is the definition of Laplace? Definition of Laplace is integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. If the integral in this form, if the integral is in this form, we get its answer as f of s, some Laplace, that is function of s, is it? We say the integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt is a Laplace of ft, and that is fs, some function of s. Now, if the integral is in this form, that means if the limit of integral are 0 to infinity and Laplace of f of t exists, then we can evaluate this integral. For example, if you compare these two integrals here, what should be the value of s here so that you get the answer of this integral? Yes, anyone? If you compare this integral with that, s should be 3. Okay, so that s should be 3. If we replace s should be 3, or that if we replace s by 3, so that f of 3, capital F of 3 is the answer of this integral, and capital F of 3 you will get as a 3 by 50. Capital F of 3 as a 3 by 50. So what is the way that we can do this question? So let I show you how to complete or how to get the value of integral. Important part, limits are 0 to infinity, and Laplace of this t sin t exists. Because of that, we can use the Laplace transform to evaluate it. So let me start with Laplace of this. So first step, let me write Laplace of sin t. What's the Laplace of sin t?
A square plus 1.
1 upon s square plus 1. So that is our Fs. So what is the Laplace of t sin t then?
Minus f dash s.
Very good. That's a property. Multiplication by t property says we should have that minus f dash s. Now this minus sign as it is, and derivative of that will become minus 2s upon.
A square plus 1 to the whole square.
Very good. Okay, so we got here, we got Laplace of t sin t. Laplace of t sin t, we got it as a plus 2s upon that s square plus 1 bracket square. But now by definition of Laplace, here we say by definition of Laplace, this is actually integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st and then f of t dt. What is f of t in this case? It is a t sin t dt. T sin t dt will be that one, that is a 2s upon s square plus 1 bracket square. So what we done here in the last step, actually first part we done Laplace of t sin t by properties. This calculation we done by properties, and here we say Laplace of t sin t is by definition is integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus. So definition is the way to convert that f of t in the integrand form into integrand form. So with the help of definition. Now the last step is left. We don't want e raised to minus st, we want actually e raised to minus 3t. So let me put s equal to 3. So this last step comes here. Put s equal to 3 on both sides. Put s equal to 3 on both sides, and we get that integral 0 to infinity, which is e raised to minus 3t, t sin t dt, is equal to, this is actually we are putting s by 3. So 2 into 3 is a 6 upon, now here we are putting s by 3. So 3 square is a 9. 9 plus 1 is a 10. 10 square is 100. 6 by 100, and that's a 3 by 50. Next step is a 3 by 50. If you have the doubt, yes, you should ask.
So doubt in the last few steps and second last step.
This step is just we calculate Laplace of t sin t by the property. Okay. Now here we replace this by definition of Laplace. What is the Laplace of f of t? Laplace of f of t is integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. Okay. So this f of t is kept as it is, and this is by definition of a Laplace. Why we written this? Because we want integral there. So it is similar to the type 3 only, but at the end we have to use definition of Laplace there. Yes, any doubt?
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. So this is one of the important type. Generally the one question you will find in last 2-3 years continuously, the question is coming on this type only. Evaluate the following integral with the help of Laplace, that way. Okay, I will show you a last question. You can do it your own also, and you can tell me the answer. Okay, I will show that question now. I hope all you completed this, or someone want to write it. Yes, 69. Are you? Is it clear? So after definition, you got this step. This is the definition. This is the definition? Where we use a definition actually? We use a definition on left hand side only. See what we are getting. Laplace of t sin t. Laplace of t sin t is this much. But Laplace of t sin t is also this one by definition. So these both sides are equal. They are equal. Now which integral we want? This integral we want. If you compare these two integrands together, what should be s? Here is e raised to minus 3t, here is e raised to minus st. So what should be s? S should be 3. So we are just putting s by 3 on both sides and you get that required answer there. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, do this question, then only you can understand it better. We have to evaluate integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus 2t t into sine cube t dt. T into sine cube t dt. Last question for today. Do it. So question is, find the Laplace of this one and then evaluate. So let me find the Laplace. First part, let me do it. So to get Laplace of sine cube t, we use sine 3. We know this formula. Sine 3 theta is a 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. So sine cube t will become 1 by 4 times 3 sine t minus sine 3t. Is that? Okay, 12 by 169 is not a correct answer, I think. Okay. So we get a Laplace of sine cube t now. One by 4 as it is. This is a 3 upon s square plus 1 minus 3 upon s square plus 9, and this is our fs. Then we want Laplace of t sine cube t. T. So the formula says it is a minus f dashes. Minus f dashes. We have to take derivative now. So for derivative, actually this 3 by 4 is outside. This 3 is taken, 3 by 4 is outside. So you can merge this minus sign inside the derivative or keep outside. Okay, your choice. But I will take it inside because the derivative of 1 upon x is a minus 1 by x square. So that minus minus become plus. This is 2s upon minus 2s upon. So that's a derivative. The derivative of 1 upon x is a minus 1 by x square into the derivative bracket, that is a 2s in the numerator. So that minus and the formula minus, that become a plus here, that way. So this is the Laplace of t sine cube t. Can anyone tell me what should be the next step now? What is the next step?
So standard equation say
By definition. By definition, we have to write the definition of this. So what is this? This is actually the integral, yes? 0 to infinity e raised to minus st
power minus
t sine cube t dt.
t sine cube t.
Correct. This is the by definition of Laplace. So RHS will be as it is, 3 by 4, or actually this 2s is also you can take common here. You can simplify a little bit. So that's simply 2s. If you take common, it is a 3s by 2. 3s by 2. And this will come as 1 upon s square plus 1 bracket square minus 1 upon s square plus 9 bracket square. So what should be the value of s now?
2.
Put s equal to. No one is giving the answer. Yes.
2.
Yeah, just
2.
2. Yes, 2 is the answer. So s, we have to put 2 on replace s by 2 on both sides. And now on RHS, this integral will become then on RHS side 2 gets cancelled, 3 only left in the bracket. This actually 2 square is a 4 into plus 1 upon 25 minus 13 is 169.
169.
Now use a just calculator and you can write the answer 0.1022 directly. No need to take LCM and other things. Or you can write in LCM form also. Your answer will be in fraction, but it is a little bigger number then. You can check that.
So 432 upon 4,225.
Yes, 432 divided by 4225, correct. So if you want, you can keep this as answer, or you can write the answer as 432 upon 4225. So I'm saying or. So your answer can be in this form 0.1022 or this one. So the way you want, you can write it.